everyone. Welcome to another episode of Contact Lost. I'm Joker, and with me today is my trusty co-host Tweak.
Hello, everyone.
And today, again, as I've said in the video description, we're playing a game because there's been so many changes, new releases coming at us real fast with the WTC right around the corner. We need to stay on top of all this, and what better way than to try it out empirically? At least that's the approach we're trying to do today. So in a moment, we'll share our screen on TTS. But first of all, a massive thank you to our sponsors, the Army Painter and Weyland-Yutani, as well as our community of Patreons. Now today, we're playing the new Chaos Knights versus Death Guard. The Chaos Knights are actually going to be out when? This weekend, I think, is the official release. Death Guard have been out for a couple of weeks already. They have been the winners of the data slate so far. Didn't get any significant nerfs.
They've been the
So
winners of the
they're going
codex,
in.
really.
Yeah, pretty much. Winners of the game. The game,
Hmm.
Warhammer 40k is won. Yes, but here we are, and we'll see how, if at all, has the matchup changed now with the release of the new Chaos Knights book. It wasn't the best of matchups for Death Guard, so it'll be interesting to see if that is still the case or not. So I can see on the screen you're actually viewing my roster for today. I did make this list a couple of days for the updated Forge World datasheets. Hence no Cerastus Knights today, even though I think they're quite bomb with the new points cost. But it is what it is. So we have an updated army rule, first of all. Harbingers of Dread is, well, a bit more worthwhile now, as the -1 leadership, albeit only in a 9-inch aura now, is your base bonus. And then on the first, third, and fifth battle rounds, you can either roll for 2 additional abilities or pick one from a table of 1 to 6. So this has some of the abilities that were in the index already, like -1 to hit if the attacking unit is battle shocked. That is obviously against the -1 to hit for the Chaos Knights, essentially. Or more than 18 inches away. Now that's a new thing and clearly a buff. And can be applicable right from the start. We also have what is called Doom abilities. So that is still the +1 to wound against battle shock targets, which is unchanged. We have Dismay, an aura that is something that was baked in either in the index army rule or the index detachment rule, which is every enemy unit that is below its starting strength has to take a Battleshock test in the Battleshock step of the opponent's command phase. And we have 2 new abilities here. Dominion adds 3 inches to the range of the Chaos Knight model's aura abilities. And Delirium, which is post an enemy unit that is below half strength within 9 of this model fails a Battleshock test, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. Now this can combine interestingly with the Night Abominance ability, for example, but that won't be applicable here tonight as I didn't take any Abominance. I'm also trying out a new detachment called the Infernal Lance. The attachment rule is called Malefic Surge, and it essentially allows the Chaos Knights player to boost their units. So in the command phase, you need to take a leadership test, and if it's failed, you suffer D3 mortal wounds, but you get to pick one of 3 abilities, and they are as follows. A +3 inches to the movement characteristic will make a normal advance or fallback move. Lethals are sustained when shooting or fighting, and or 5-up invulnerable save, and a 6-up feel no pain when becoming the target of the attack. Of course, you can only take one of these 3 between your current command phase and the next. Although there is a stratagem that allows you to do the Malefic Surge again in a battle round, but you can't do it more than once per battle round on the same unit, is where I was getting at. Now, in terms of the other strats, we have Armor of Contempt here for 1 CP. We've got a 4-up Invulnerable in shooting. This has been put in this detachment, also for 1 CP. We've got a sticky objective for a CP, but only by a Chaos Knight's character that is performing said Malefic Surge. We've got Ignore Cover for a unit for 1 CP, and last but not least, we've got some shenanigans with Battle Shock. So after Chaos Knight's unit has shot, the enemy that was hit by one of the attacks has to take a Battle Shock test. If it's failed, then until the next turn of your opponent, it gets -2 to move and -2 to charge rolls. So a bit much, a bit large amount of steps for it to actually kick in. So not the best thing in my opinion. Actually, the strats here aren't that great, but I'm really hoping the Malefic Surge ability can improve the output of the knight somewhat and their survivability. I seem to be drawn to armies and detachments that allow me to kill my army. So here we go again, just like we did with Warp Melt Pact the last time we played, although I don't remember if that was a live game or it was just between the two of us. Never mind that. Now to the list itself, I have 3 Night Rampages. They did receive a bit of a glow up in the Codex. I mean, they lost Advance and Charge once per game, but they now have sustained on their melee weapons all of the times, and they also gain dev wounds on the charge. So I'm really hoping that their damage output is going to be able to put big amounts of pressure on Tweak's Death Guard. One of these guys has an enhancement called Blasphemous Engine that adds 2 to the Bearer's Wound characteristic and allows to reroll the leadership test whilst making a Malefic Surge. I've also taken a Knight Ruinator, so that's the new model, to test it out. That guy's got obviously the Yellow Scribe is completely wrong here, but he does have a Flamer that has 2d6 hits at 8 -1, 2 damage, and then a rock. Yes, of course, as your flamers do. And then he's also got some missiles. That's 2d6 blast weapon, strength 8, AP2 damage 2. And in combat, he's got a drill that's either 10 sweep attacks with damage 2 or 4 damage 6 strike attacks. That's anti-monster, anti-vehicle 2+.
Okay.
So interesting stuff. But he also chooses, at the beginning of the battle, he chooses an enemy unit against which he rerolls wounds. And after that unit is dead, he can pick a new one. So
is that in both shooting and combat? Or
I am looking for that data sheet as we speak to triple check, and it is makes an attack. So that's both shooting and combat. So a flamer with reroll wounds, again, something that I seem to play quite a lot of. Your Genestealer Acolytes with hand flamers, rubrics with flamers, and now this guy with flamer. Fun times.
Two questions. I mean, okay. First, let's cover the entire list, and then I'm going to ask general questions about
it. So this guy also has an enhancement. It brings his toughness back up to 12, because if you haven't found this out yet, your Questoris Knights are now toughness 11, and War Dogs are T9. But the enhancement Flesh Metal Fusion gives +1 to the toughness of the bearer, and whilst using the Unnatural Fortitude, so that is the ability for the Invulnerable and the Feel No Pain from the Malefic Surge. Each time an attack with a damage characteristic of 1 is allocated to the bearer, add 1 to any armor saving throws made against that attack. And then I have 4 little knights, just got a little executioner to camp on the home objective. Although looking at the map, I'm probably just gonna make it sticky and hope for the best. And then I have 3 Wardog Stalkers. Well, all Wardogs have changed in the fact that they lost a pip of toughness and gained 2 wounds. But the Stalker has not had any changes in ability. He did, however, gain a 6-inch scout move. Now I'm rocking these
Hmm.
with chain talons and chain cannons, just as a screen clearance before the big guys can get stuck in. Now we'll see if that theory is going to pay off in practice. And that brings me to the end of my monologue.
Okay. That sounds very interesting. Um, how do you assess the drop in toughness and increase in wounds? Is that a nerf? Is that a buff? Is that no change at all?
I think an argument can be made both ways.
Mm.
I was pretty convinced it's just a nerf, but it also has come with a significant points drop for the not small knights, so everything bigger than a war
Hmm.
dog, which is nice to see, and
And
hence
welcome.
how I can fit 4 of the big guys and 4 of the small guys.
Yeah.
I don't recall an edition that was actually possible to do in, at
Hmm.
least for Chaos Knights. Um, but then the other day I read an Hammer of Math article where it doesn't seem that significant. But I mean, I want to say it's a bit of a side grade, right? Because just using the examples from that text, a single multi melta is now has a 0% chance of outright killing your war dog outside of melta range because it can only do like 12 damage, right?
Hmm.
Uh, whilst previously it would kill it. But then again, you are easier to wound, so more of the chip damage can come in, especially if we're talking about like the big guys. Strength 6, which is very common, now wounds them on 5s, which is like double the amount of wounds that they
Yeah.
need to save. So that can be tough, especially in combat where you don't have an invulnerable save base. But hence why I'm taking this detachment to try to make use and increase the survivability of these guys.
Okay. Makes sense. By the way, you said that the I'm sorry, not battlescribe, Euroscribe data isn't correct. So toughnesses would usually go down by 1 pip, apart from the
Yes,
Ruinator. How
that
about
is correct.
OC? Is OC still the same? So like 8
The
on the small guys, 10 on the big guys?
OC has changed for the small guys. They've gone down to 6, and they now have -3 OC when they degrade. That was not previously the case. They only had -1 to hit. Now all knights degrade in OC when they're degraded.
Okay. So from the perspective of someone who plays against them frequently, that's a welcome change and one that sounds sensible. How do you feel about that? I guess that's a straight up nerf, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
No other way about it.
Okay, glad we got that covered. But I love the paint job on your knights. Well done. Anyway, uh, um, moving on to the Death Guard. I think well, I'm not playing Virulent Vectorum for a couple of reasons. One is that I feel that everyone plays it and everyone knows it really well. So I really don't want to play something that is so bog standard and boring. Second of all, I think that a nerf is simply incoming because it's like if all players play just that, then and are successful, then I sense an impending nerf, and I just want to be prepared for this. And another thing is that I always lean towards something that is not like super um, like notorious and so on. So instead of Virulent
Mhm.
Victorum, I'm playing Champions of Contagion, a detachment that I grew to like a lot. And essentially, the rule for that is that it allows me to change the contagion every battle round at the start of every battle round. So I can choose, either -1 BS or weapon skill or
Mhm.
armor, or drop your OC leadership and movement characteristic by 1. So I get to do that. But then the real meat of the detachment is in the stratagems, because what it allows me to, it focuses essentially on attached units. So every single stratagem, or almost every single stratagem in this detachment, applies to an attached unit. And with that, what I can do is I can basically give a unit crits on 5s to hit, if the unit doesn't already have it, and that's both in shooting and fighting. I can give a unit reroll hits and wounds, both or either in shooting in combat, but that's for 2 CP, also to an attached unit. I can give a unit with 2 characters attached, so essentially that only applies to the Plague Marines. I can give them fight first. There's also a defensive stratagem, which I love, which is either in shooting or in fight phase for 1 CP. I can increase the toughness of my unit by 2. So the Plague Marines go to toughness 8, the Terminators go to toughness 9, which is just funny. And then the last, sorry, not the last, but if it so happens that you kill the unit but the character remains, if there is an eligible unit, the character can go and join another unit, which is something that one of the Custodes detachments used to have. And again, very situational, but just funny. And last but not least, the Biologos Putrefier, who will be joining the Plague Marines. What does he do? I haven't used that one yet. Um, Select one enemy unit that is within 8 inches and visible to your unit until the start of the next turn. That unit has the effect of all plagues. So essentially, my Biologous Putrefier can give you all 3 contagions. So yeah, a fun little suite of stratagems. And now onto the army composition. So I have 2 Lords of Contagion. One of them will be joining the big unit of 6 Death Shroud, who will go into Deep Strike. Then I have Typhus, who is in another unit of Death Shroud Terminators, and they will probably also be in Deep Strike. And just another unit of Death Shroud Terminators again, with another Lord of Contagion. I actually need to do the math again whether that adds up to 1,000, because I can't remember. So I'll check that in a sec. If that doesn't add up, 1 unit will start on the table, not a problem. Then I have a unit of Plague Marines, who will be joined by a Malignant Plaguecaster and a Biologos Putrefier. The Putrefier gives them crits on 5s. The Malignant Plaguecaster gives them sustains. So it's a fun little unit that shoots a bit, fights a bit. It has 4 equivalents of a Power Fist, so 12 attacks hitting on 4s. It has 2 Flamers, 3 Plasmas, and I think that's it. Oh, and 2 Blight Launchers.
So they
So
have lethal, sustained, and crits and 5s.
yes, and then they get to fight first for a stratagem, and or for a CP, and they get to reroll hits and wounds for 2 CP. So like
Fantastic.
they can be they can punch. So and
Hmm.
they will obviously ride around in the Rhino or drive around in the
Naturally.
Rhino. There's a Taliman who just costs 40 points, and he regains CP every start of the battle round. So for like if I roll a 7, so
Hmm.
he's just there to because I had 40 points left. 2 units
Sure.
of Poxwalkers that infiltrate and have 5 up. Feel no pain, but that's enough. They do a lot. 3 individual blight holders that basically are good against vehicles, and 3
Hmm.
individual drones with heavy blight launchers. And that's it. That's essentially the list. Should be nice and easy. I need to do some talking, please, because I need to do the quick math whether these guys all can go into deep strike, because I haven't checked that yet.
Okay, sure. So we have randomly generated the mission in the table. So we did roll out mission 6 from WTC pack. Now that pack is not final, but the latest draft that we have is what we're using, which is Linchpin on Tipping Point. It will be interesting, as Linchpin is one of those missions that actually, wait, I might be talking nonsense. I don't think Linchpin has changed. I don't know why I was thinking about Terraform all of the time setting this game up. But let's have a quick look at Linchpin. No, that
In the
hasn't
meantime,
changed. It's still max 15 points in a single turn. Yeah, this is as it is, or as it
I
was.
I did do the math. It's 890 points to have those 3 units in Deep Strike, so I'm going to put
Good
all of
for
them in
you.
Deep Strike. Yep.
Good for you.
Yep.
Um, right, yeah, and the table that we wrote for is table number 1. Yeah, which has quite a few shooting lanes, so that will be that. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. There's no
Yep.
more twist, at least not in your tournament packs to the missions. So no fog of wars or inspired leaderships or other nonsense. The popular ones such as supply drop and hidden supplies, uh, or no, hidden supplies was a twist kind of thing. I think that's baked into a separate primary mission now. We'll see if that is one of the missions that does end up being played at the WTC. Yeah, I think we can start rolling.
Sorry, can you just, to people who either don't play that frequently or have not gotten down to using the new deck yet, can you explain the challenger cards, perhaps?
The challenger cards, yes. Okay, so this is the new catch-up mechanic, as I've recently seen the term being used, that has been introduced. So instead of secret missions, they're gone now. Let's forget about their existence. We have the challenger deck. Now the deck is shared by both players. It has 9 cards that are either a stratagem or a additional mission that you can perform. The stratagem is free, and the mission always gives you free victory points. They're usually pretty easy. The stratagems can flip the game if they're drawn at the correct time. Let's not focus on that. The way the mechanic works is at the beginning of each battle round, you need to compare the current score of the game. If there is a 6 or more points difference, then the losing player gets the challenger card from this shared deck. They can then use it throughout the round, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've been saying before, you can use either the stratagem or perform the mission. And now these additional points, victory points, they don't go to neither your secondary nor the primary score. So uh, they are really 3 points essentially, the majority of the time. And that's it.
Okay. One question, because I'm just not certain. Like, if you draw this at the beginning of the battle round, do you discard it at the end, or do you keep it for
Oh
as long
yes,
as you do it?
I didn't mention that. Even if you don't use the card, you discard it at the end of the round
Okay.
or your turn, your player turn. I think it even is.
Yeah,
Whenever
we can
that
we can
comes
we
up.
can check that
Ooh,
in a moment.
yeah, I need to double check that. Haven't
Mm-hmm.
played that many games yet
Yep.
in the new pack. But yes, you can't keep that card for till turn 5, where it
Mm-hmm.
might give you more
Yeah. Yeah.
more of an
Okay.
advantage.
That's
Yeah,
clear. Okie doke. Should we roll then?
yeah, let's do it. A nice fat 6 to start with.
Three from me.
Uh, okay, I've got no infiltrate, so I don't think it really matters. So you can start deploying first.
Okie doke. You said you scout, right? With these
Yes, with stalkers.
stalkers. Right. Okay. But let's see where they go. All right. So I'm going to take my proxies. I'm going to put them here. In this detachment that you're playing, you don't have going through walls, right?
I do not, but big knights can go over any terrain. Just if it's higher than 4 inches, they need to roll a d6 and on the one they're battle shocked.
Okay. Oh, wait, so big knights can go through big walls, basically.
Yeah, but they can become battle shocked as a result
Hmm.
of that maneuver.
Okay, but just in a straight line, no, like they used to in the like with whatever the stratagem was called.
Yep, I think so. If I understood the question correctly,
So is the
then yeah.
stratagem for going through walls then gone completely, or
No, it's still there because
because that
because
allowed
you
you to
still
charge
risk
through
you
walls, right?
yeah, and that too, and you still risk becoming battle shocked, right? So, and with the strat, you don't, is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Do you put anything in reserve?
Um, I'm considering one of the rampages, but this is tipping point, so makes it a little bit difficult. But let me have a quick. Yeah, I think I still might do that. Put one here. No, I don't think I will. I'm just gonna start everything on the table.
Okay, doke.
Go
Uh,
crazy. Or you've got so much Death Shroud and Deep Strike. Actually, okay. Let's put one of these guys in strat reserves.
okay. Um, what's your like heaviest, most dangerous shooting? Is it on the Ruinator
Yep.
or a Meltagun? One shot, no
No,
two.
he's got. No, don't look at the weapons here. The weapons here are completely wrong because that data sheet doesn't exist yet. In new recruit or what have you, he has a 2d6 strength A -1, 2
Oh,
damage
the flamer,
flamer.
and
Yeah,
the
and the
2d6
rocket
strength 8.
launchers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay. What's
yeah,
the
exactly.
range of the rocket launcher? Is that indirect?
That no, it's not indirect. It just has blast. It's 36 inches, whilst the flamer is 18 inches.
Okay. And
Oh,
knights
I need to put something on the
cannot
table.
Overwatch, right?
The Titanic Knights cannot overwatch. That is correct.
Okay. Okie doke. Stalker.
I think he's hiding there somehow. Yep, so that's that.
All right, I'll take Tally, and I'll put him somewhere safe. Drones.
Yep, I'll put the Executioner back here.
Do you have any Nova shooting in this list?
Yep, the Stalkers have Havoc Launchers.
Ah, fair enough.
That's still a thing, although not as much.
Nothing I can do about it, I guess. Fine. That's too bold. Go here.
No, he doesn't fit here. How unfortunate.
1, 2, 3. Well, small guys go 12.
Yep. It's gonna go 10. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just
And the
put it here.
Rampagers move 12.
Yep,
And the Ruinator.
most 10.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, I've just gone ahead and deployed. I need to catch up on some rules reading because I've got
Okay,
questions.
fine. I need to check visibility on this. That is illegal. Can you see it in from where? Yes, you can.
So that
Can you?
does apply. Oh, that's that. Kind. It's Titanic in itself. Something. I know I can action.
3.
Okay, I've caught up, I think, on using Titanic models and super heavy jumbo. Okay, so you just want the poxwalkers to be obliterated. That's fine.
Yeah, I think I'll let them be obliterated.
That's okay. That's okie doke.
All right. I think I haven't broken any rules. I think we can
All
roll
right.
for who goes first.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this done. Oh, I got another 6. That means blue goes first. Do you have any scout moves?
No.
And you've pretty much hindered my ability to scout. Let's do it another way around now. 9. No, I can't move these guys too much, but move him 6 in a straight line, rather easy. I'm not sure I want him there, but yeah, let's do that. He can't really move much. Just move to the side maybe a little bit. Wait here for a better time, and then this guy, he can just come out. Over on this side. Okay, let's start the game. Best of luck. Let's shuffle the deck. See what we get. Oh, and first of all, actually, before I see that, I'm going to roll 2 dice for my Harbingers of Dread ability. So I have the base ability, which is -1 leadership within 9 inches of Chaos Knight models. I have another -1 to leadership within 9 inches. That's despair and I get that on the 1 that I rolled. And on the 5, we get if an enemy unit below half strength within 9 fails a battle shock test, it suffers D3 mortal wounds. Let's see, I'm going to draw a little box here. I'm going to put 1, I'm going to put 5. Let's say that's -1 LD. Okay, something's lagged. LD. And this is D3
Mortals.
mortals. I'm not gonna bother writing more. And then there's the -1 LD base. That's pretty nice. -2 LD is
So this
not
stacks.
worse. Yes, it does specifically say that these two abilities stack.
Sweet. Okay. I need to
Oh,
choose my contagion as well, by the way.
sure. And I need to pick an enemy unit for this guy. Do I need to pick something that's on the table or in the army? Mr. Ruinator. From your opponent's army. Okay, I'm not actually sure how that works, but let's say we're gonna go for the rhino for now. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, doke. I'm gonna go with I guess minus. Do I care for -1 weapon skill? -1 armor. Oh, let's stick to -1 armor for now.
Okay, I got assassinate and extend.
No, tell you
So
what, -1 weapon skill and ballistic skill. That's gonna make
-1
sense.
weapon and ballistic. Okay, sure. So where was I? I got assassinate and extend. Extend is super easy. Assassinate is going to become a CP. And I will spend a CP to make this sticky because I'm going to Malefic Surge with all of the guys now. Do I actually need that? Let's have a quick think. I'm not really getting any benefits from this, but I want this sticky. So yeah, I will just do it with this guy. So leadership test. He passes. He doesn't take any mortals. Life is great. This is going to be red's objective. No, it's actually blues.
I'll take it.
Now let's do some movement. So -1 weapon skill, ballistic skill is what you went for,
Within
right?
3 inches for now.
Within 3 inches from now. 6.5, 5.5. We're here. Then we're just gonna show here. So you don't have any advance in charge, right?
No.
So essentially 8 inches, and then another 12 inches here. Thank you. I'm gonna chill out here. I still get shot at. It's not the best hiding spot. But it is what it is. Let me just get some sort of a token for the power. And there's some tokens here. Let's just do that. So he's got that. If he were to move 10, that's not enough.
That's illegal.
To cross the container, annoyingly. Should have checked that before I deployed them. But alas, I can't really get a shooting line, so no point getting the executioner out. I got these two guys, and obviously this guy isn't going to waste any time. He's just going to get stuck in. So he's moved 8, he's pivoted 2, and he's going to move another 2. And he's just going to kill. Now here, I'm going to advance this bloke. It's a 1, so he can move 5. Nope. This is 8. This is 10. This is 13. No way you're getting 10 OC on there or more. This guy can just chill out here and be the next wave of bad guys coming in. Now 18 inches is not somewhere I can get to. I should have picked the rhino. That was a bad idea. But that's 2 inches. 2 inches. And 6.5 is what he's going to do. Yeah, and I think we're going to start some shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we start with? I think I'm going to start with the Ruinator, who's going to put everything into the Poxwalkers. So that's his Flamer for 7 hits. Their toughness is 4.
4. Mm-hmm.
So that's in 2s. That's 7 AP 1s in no cover, 2 damage each.
2 damage each. So let's do the feel no pains in 2s. Dead. So that's 7. Let's go with 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Now I need to shoot his missiles. 3s. Oh god. 2s. Yeah.
Also
damage 2 as well, yeah.
So in 2s again. Dead.
Okay. Well, that was stupid. But the little consolation I have is it's going to be more difficult for you to get a challenger card, which is fantastic. Always look on the right side of life. I do get extend for 4. I discard the assassination for a command point, and I'll let you move on to your turn.
Sorry, did you give yourself a command point?
I did give myself, yeah, but I did spend one to make
Oh,
this
you have.
sticky.
Fine. Okay. Right. Right. Let's check the missions. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Engage. Bring it down. Okay. Let's see. What can I get from this? Oh, wrong line.
So we have a comment about sound gone, but I don't know. Doesn't look on the console thing, if I can call it that the sound is gone. So if anyone else tuning in could confirm if they can hear something or not, that would be swell. Okay. That was actually
What
not
does it
9
okay mean?
seconds ago. It was 12 minutes ago. That the sound is fine.
We suck at this.
I could have shot you. I could have shot my Havoc launchers in the box hole there.
Do.
Okay, thanks. This guy, real quick. What's that? That's 8 shots because of the blast. 4s, 3s, 2 wounds, no AP, 1 damage each.
They're good.
Okay, next guy gets 5 shots in this case. 1 hit, doesn't wound, and the last guy gets 4 shots. Wounds you twice.
1 dice.
Feel no pain?
That was the Philippine because I don't think they have a save.
Wait, I got. You have a
Uh,
6-up save
oh, they
because
do.
you're in cover, and I'm AP 0.
Right. So the save is failed, and then sorry, both saves are failed, and
Yeah,
then
so 2 feel no pains.
so 2 down.
2 are dead.
1 and 2. All right. Good. So engage and bring it down. So I might want to try bring this one down. Let's see if I get a CP from the Taliban. I do. That's
Nice and easy.
lovely. Okay. So we're going to go. I guess 10 and 2, not to be in the ruin, just like so.
Mhm.
For 12. Can I actually pivot so that I can see this and not be in the ruin? So something like this, but go a little bit closer, like that. I guess I
Yeah,
can. So
sure you can.
let's do it like this. What's the distance then? Like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then where does 10 take me? Here. Big guys are scary. Where is 10? 10 is here. Can I see? Probably not. I mean, we just might wait with shooting this one. So, Rampager goes 12. Can you advance and charge? I don't remember you
No,
saying
I
he's going
can't.
first.
I can, but I can give him +3 movement from the Malefic Surge.
So he can go 15
Yes.
and hurt me. Right,
Yep.
15 or like to here, somewhere to here. Or 15, 12, and 3 and charge. That shouldn't be a problem. Okie doke.
Mhm.
Your shooting is not like enormously scary, so I'll just try to give myself some options maybe. Where is 18? 18 is here. Where is 18 so that I can see? Wrong line. Like from here. This is the line that I need to draw. And then 18 would be here. Somewhere here. If I'm not mistaken. So let's go with this drone. 2.5. Just about here. Whoa, lag. So this wants to see both of those, which I think it does.
Yep. Yep.
This wants to go. This shoots badly, but will live. So like so. This guy needs to go here. For 3 and 5. And this guy will just go 10 to here to block your movement a little bit. Because you cannot go through vehicles, right?
I can, as long as they're not Titanic.
You can, but you cannot end your movement on them.
Yep, I can end within engagement range of them.
Yeah, so that would be right. And if you go 15, this is still.
I can't fit my base, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's not so bad, but you can go through walls as well if you so wish, and then go 15 to here, which is kind of naughty and unpleasant. But oh well. What do I do with the last drone? Let's whip it here. All right, let's see what we can do with all this. So I'll start my shooting with this little bloke over here. And he is going to shoot everything into this stalker.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go with the 2 multi-melters, hitting on 2s. 1 is lethal, and 1 is strength 9 into your toughness.
Also 9.
9.
Still
So
9, yeah.
Yeah, +1 to wound because I just do that. So on 3s.
Yep.
So 2 AP4 saves.
5 up invuln, make 1, fail 1.
Okay, so let's see the damage. Ooh, that's a 6 plus what is it? +2. That's an 8.
A good start. Actually, that's 6.
Okay, and then the rocket launcher, same story. 2 up and 3 up.
And damage for that?
That's a 4.
Down to 2.
Okay. So next up, we are going to put, I guess, this drone into him. Just to go in for the kill. D6 shots +2. That is 5. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. And then strength 10 to your toughness 9. That's 3s.
Correct.
That is 3 at AP2.
That's 1 failed, which is enough. He doesn't blow up, but he's blown away.
Okay, so that shot and that shot. Now let's go to this guy over here. And this guy over here is going to shoot into this stalker with his 2 multi-melter shots. Both hit, and then on 3s, 1 wounds.
Passed.
And the rocket launcher hits and I don't hit the box, and he doesn't hit either. Okay, then this shot. Then the orange drone, is going to put its shots into him as well, because, I mean, it might see the big one. No, it probably doesn't. So just the green stalker. D6 plus 2 shots. That is 7. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. All of them. AP2.
Fail
Nice.
2. So take 6 wounds to the face, right?
Nice roll. Okay, that's shot 2. Now, this little guy is going to put. No, sorry, the rhino is going to shoot first into the stalker. I'm going to use its 2 combi bolters for, that is 8 shots, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, no lethals, and then on probably 6s, just 1.
Fail it.
Fair enough. Then the havoc, 6 shots on 3s, nothing. Then the malignant plate caster from inside is going to shoot his D6 plus 3 weapon. Let me get the profile of that really quickly. So I mean, it's the rhino's weapon now, but it is the plague wind, which is D6 plus 3, just 4. And then since it's a torrent and hazardous, strength 6, your toughness 9, 5s. 4 5s. Okay. AP2 doesn't ignore cover. So
still puts 3 wounds in.
And that is D3 damage for each.
Oh,
so let's
okay.
see. That is
so 5 wounds.
3 for 5. Let's see the hazardous. Nothing happens. And then the last weapon from the second firing deck is going to be the, whatever his name, Biologus Putrefier, and he's going to throw blight grenades at you. And this is D6 for 4. Hitting on 3s. All hit, and these are lethals. And then strength 7, so 1 5s. 4 at AP1.
4 at AP1.
Damage
That's
2.
still on the stalker, right?
Yes, damage to each.
It's down to 4.
Okay. Then this blood drone in the back is going to shoot at him as well. D6 plus 2. That is 4 on 3s. 2 lethals. And doesn't wound. So 2 at AP2.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. That's a shame. Because I now need to shoot the blight hauler into that stalker as well, if I want to kill it, and I do. So yeah, everything into the stalker. I'm not going to be greedy. So 2 multi-meltas, 1 miss, 1 hit, and AP4.
Failed, so
okay,
he's dead. Doesn't matter if he goes up either.
Okie doke. So nice round of shooting. I do bring for how many is that?
It's just 4 points now.
4 points. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then engage. I don't think I'm doing engage. No. So I'm going to discard it for a CP.
You already got a CP from the tally,
Yes,
man.
correct. Right. Sorry for that. Bring it down goes away.
No
and
worries.
Over to you.
Okay. I don't have any battle shot tests to make. I can get some cards. It's engage and no prisoners. Not the worst of draws. No one gets a challenger card. I do get 8 on the linchpin. Do I want to spend a CP here? Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
At the beginning of the battle round, I may change my contagion.
Okay,
And
so
then,
are you doing that then?
yeah, let me have a think.
Sure.
Rampagers hit on 2s, right?
Yep, that's correct. Yes.
Right. This bloke also, the Ruinator,
Uh, no, he hits on 3s.
he hits on 3s. Okay. Mm, hits on 2s, hits on 3s. Do you have any rerolls or like, no, you have sustained, right? On your guys, you said.
Yeah.
Do you have lethals?
I can with the Malefic Surge. Give them lethals when they're activated. It's an option.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with -1 armor then. And see
Okay,
what happens. Hmm.
sure. Well, in that case, I'm going to Malefic Surge with that guy. Why did I roll 3 dice? Okay, he's past the leadership, so
Hmm.
he's okay. You get a token. Gonna do it with this guy. He's passed, and then this guy. Do I need it? I'll do it. What the heck? He's failed. So take the 3 mortals. 1.
Hmm.
Okay. I could just keep that. Be happy with it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Get some pot shots from this guy. 48 range isn't bad. Going to Malefic Surge with him as well. Is it just for characters? I don't think it is. And let's just triple check. No, it's not. So yeah, he's gonna do it as well.
Hmm.
7. He's passed. Yeah, he's past the leadership. So he gets that too. I'm not gonna do it with him because I'm not going to put him forward. I don't really need to do that. Okay, let's do some movement. Kind of want to put him in the terrain, but I also would like to green out deep strike. Wait, he's not going to be afflicted in any way, so he pushes you out 9 inches, which is fine. He's a happy little bloke back here. I need to get rid of this. Could get rid of that rhino, but do I have to? Better off just killing that, denying you the primary for it.
Oh, I see some comments. I forgot to shoot the Mythic Bios Spurt. I always do. Like I keep forgetting that the small guys have the little spit thingy. So thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I did well without it. I think so. But yes, I agree. It can scratch a couple of wounds with lethal. Sure, sure.
And apparently you can get a point for engaging being 2 table quarters. You might want to
Oh
check
yeah,
that
because
out
they changed the missions now. Okay. Thank you
since
for
you
that.
wouldn't have
Let me have a look at that
gained the
card actually.
CP. Yeah.
So bring engage. You have presence in 2 table quarters. Oh, sweet. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. That's very nice. Yay. Okie doke. Now back to your
Yeah,
movement.
just thinking if I put him here.
So, if I may ask, I know it's probably
Can you
disrupting
fit
your.
4 guys here?
Let me have a look. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it, but let's see. No, no, no. Just like fitting 2 is probably the top of my. Oh, sorry, 3, but not with a character.
Okay, that's fine then. That
So
is.
I don't want to disrupt your thinking process, but like, did you take stalkers because of points, or are the stalkers like a secret tech that I don't
No,
understand?
points is the same for all little guys essentially.
Hmm.
Uh, And in theory, they were there just to clear out screens like boxwalkers and stuff like that. So they got a lot of damage one attacks, both in shooting and combat.
Mm-hmm.
And the scouts, so they can just get stuck in as a first wave real early on. Yeah, so
But
that's
they also give up assassination, right?
no, these guys are no longer characters.
Okay, I was looking at the old data
Yeah,
sheet then.
only the big guys are.
Okay, so no
Only the
war
big
dog can
guys
be a
are.
character.
Only in the War Dog detachment.
Okay, good to know that there is such a thing.
Yep, there is such a thing. Do if I okay, wait, hold up. I need to do it one at a time. This guy can move 12, doesn't get him through. 15, however, does, which is nice.
Something like that.
So I think he's going to just get rid of the token. Oh, come on.
It's a
Oh,
never-ending token.
it does actually look like that. Oh, it is a never-ending token. Can I just... Ah, there we go. Managed to get rid of it. Does he get battle shocked? Oh, he does. Great. No stratagems for that mister. There were tokens here. Battle shock. That's useful. That's annoying. First time I'm doing this and he ends up battle shocked. Oh well. I don't think I can kill too reliably anyway. So that's that. Then what we're doing is we're going to move this guy. I think we're just gonna go for the 2 blow drones. We're just gonna go 15 here.
Mm-hmm.
The additional movement coming in clutch. Get rid of this. Do we get battle shocked? No.
Do
That's
you
good.
do you do a battle shock test on one die?
No, it's yeah, because it's not a battle shock test. It's just for a d6. If you get a 1, he's battle shocked.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah. It's not exactly intuitive, but
Mm.
there you go. Yeah. So where were we? And I can move this guy. I was thinking about killing that rhino, but it doesn't make much sense. I think I'm actually better off just going 10 straight ahead, going into him, denying you this way. I haven't put anyone in the middle though. That's I guess that's life. I'm just going for the kill. I will, however, just strat reserve this guy and put him on here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that yeah, that push you can deep strike here, but I don't really care. Ingress, I mean there, but that's life. You save on 6s because I don't get to surge with him because he wasn't on the table. So that's maybe not the best way to play this thing. Yeah, but I think that's going to be it. Now you can't put anyone here. You could in the middle, but then they're being shot. Actually, no. Actually, yes, because these guys are afflicted. Do I want to change anything about that? No. Actually, maybe I do. Wait. If I move this guy a little bit back.
The affliction is now within 6, right? So
Yeah. But just this is still 6. Just if you want to drop on the objective, you can get charge in the face from this guy instead. And this is a 4, that's still not bad. Yeah, okay. So, would you like to ingress somewhere?
I need to have a think. Because this bloke scares the shit out of me. With his flamer and rockets and stuff. So I was thinking of ingressing here. because we're playing linchpin. So
Mm-hmm.
essentially, if I take out the executioner, um, you don't score that many points for primary.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
the thing is that if I do with a unit of 3, this bloke will absolutely see them. There's no way. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see them, and with the flamer and with the rockets, I don't want to say you're going to clear the unit, but you're going to hinder doing this for a unit of uh, what of 3 guys plus a character. So I don't know if that's a good idea. And then dropping a unit of 6. If I get here, they're stuck here. They're not going anywhere. So they will be out of the game, which is a shame. So is Rampager a 28 wound knight now?
Yep.
Oh,
With the enhancement, he does have 28. Yeah.
Jesus, that's a lot. Okay.
What's the wording in the strat? Let me just check one thing. When do I surge again? End of any phase. Oh, okay. That's nice. Unit.
That's
So
2d6.
Ingress happens first. Okay, cool. This is nice.
Sorry, what were you checking?
The stratagem to make a knight empowered again. So to perform the Malefic Surge, it's at the end of any phase.
And it gives you an additional ability, or
Well, it just gives me the token back. I have to do the leadership test again, and then I can get the buff.
okay. I'm still thinking about the flamer of yours, the 2d6 shots and then 2d6 rockets. AP1, AP2, that doesn't go higher, right? Um,
No.
right, right.
Doesn't get any higher than that.
Right. I guess I can always threaten you like that. So what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to spend 1 CP for an ingress, and then I'm going to take the big unit, and I will drop it at home. 9
Okay.
away from you. Do you have any like charging shenanigans or anything like this through walls, through whatever?
No, absolutely nothing.
Okay, then I'm going to put these guys over here. And
Hmm.
then if you consider charging the drones, I guess I will have the possibility to heroically intervene.
Yep, sure.
Okay, over here, you don't really have like impressive shooting on these guys, right? So
No, it's pretty much non-existent, just this heavy stubber
yeah,
that I will forget to shoot most of the times.
like so, like so. So I don't even have to like care a lot about being seen. That bloke will not see. Uh, yeah, let's take this guy just in case if you want to pile in into them. Yeah, I'll do it like that. Yeah, that's my ingress. Go ahead.
Okay, well in that case, at the end of the phase, I'm going to spend a CP to do the surge with this guy again. He's past the leadership, so he gets a token once more. And then moving into the shooting, can you tell me if I can see this drone with this bloke in the back? Because it's
Uh,
really taking my sleep away. I'm not sure if there's like a millimeter thin line or not. Looks
like
like
that, I
there is.
can. Yeah, because it doesn't go over terrain and it goes. You can see
Yeah.
the spike. Yeah, totally.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot with him. He's gonna pick up sustained from the token and lose it. And he's just gonna shoot you with everything he's got, which is 8 autocannon shots.
All right, bring it.
Missed 2, but I do get a single sustained. Wounding on force. Okay. He brought it.
Okay.
He brought it big
That's
time. 7
strength.
wounds,
Oh yeah,
AP1.
strength 9. Okay. Right. Let's see. AP1, I get cover, so on 3s. I fail 3. That's 9 wounds. I'm left on 1, I think. Yep.
Yep. That is what it is. Then what else can we do here? So he's shot. He can shoot something actually. What's the range again? Oh, the chain cannon hasn't changed, so it's 24. Do I shoot this guy? Oh, I can't tank shock with him because he's battle shocked, which is
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate. Uh, hmm. To get a big enough charge here. That doesn't matter
Hi, Sam.
whatsoever. I might bother. Oh, hello, Sam. Might want to split the attacks. Okay, well, I will shoot this guy into him, because why not? And the Havoc launcher is going to go into the Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
So Havoc, get 1 for blast now, just 3 shots. They have wounded you once. That's a failed save and a feel no pain. Also
Yep. 1
failed.
dice.
Another 1 dice. And another 1 bites the dust. And the chain cannon wounds you twice.
That's into
AP
the
is,
blight holder, right?
yeah. I think it might be AP2 unless they change that ability. Let me check quickly.
Wasn't that on
Oh
a
no, it's a
brigand?
stalker. Yeah, it was on the brigand. Ignore me. So it's AP1.
AP1, I don't
You
have
do get
cover, I think.
cover.
I do.
You do get
Okay.
cover. Yeah, I
So
think you do.
okay, I'm fine.
You're fine. Fine. Okay, so those 2 guys have shot. Now we're gonna shoot the Ruinator. He's gonna put the flamer into that blue drone,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think we're gonna put the rockets into the blight holder here, just
Okay.
to ensure
Do you
the
hit on 2s with the rockets? Sorry, before you roll.
no on 3s.
I'm gonna put a smoke on the blight holder because why not?
Sure thing. So flamer is 12
Ooh,
hits, 5s. Okay, that's 5 AP1. Ignore
that's
cover on
into
the
the.
drone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it explode?
Yep.
Doesn't bite round. Thank you.
And then 2d6 rocket shots into the blight holder guy. So hitting on 4s, just the 1, and no wounds is what I've been trying to say. Then we've got some stubbers left. I don't think I'm even going to bother with them. Does it change the math on anything? Okay, this guy stubber into him.
Mm-hmm.
Close range. That's 1. A strength 5, so 2 wounds, no AP. Do fail 1, and he's gonna do the same thing into him. That is 4 wounds. Fail another.
1 more.
Well, with damage 8, that's actually quite convenient. So, what we're going to do now is do some chargers. And into pivot 2, and I'm basically in. I need a 3-inch charge with this guy. Okay, hopefully I don't screw this up. Now then I got this guy. That goes there or everywhere, and then this guy goes here. So let's start with this guy into the blight holder. He gets a 6, which I think is just about enough.
It is.
Just a little bit back. Yeah, but I'm basing you on the objective, which is what he's wanted to do. He only has 4 attacks, so I'm keen to tank shock you here. Although I could do it here if you heroic, and then I can get some more tools into those blokes. Decisions. Yeah, I think I'll save it. Okay, this guy's gonna go into both of these blight holders. He didn't roll double one, so great success. And he's just gonna go side dancing like that. And then this guy is just wait. Don't think I can get within. No, I can't charge both of them. That would have been fantastic, though. Because maybe I could escape the heroic. Well, he's going into the green drone. There's no point chickening out. We're just gonna be. Or actually, do I want to pivot that way, or you'll still be able to heroic? If I, maybe not. I stand like that.
The heroic needs to end within an inch, or it has to end in base to
Uh,
base.
you need to be within 6 to do it.
Fair enough.
That is a cheeky little charge.
That is fine.
Okay. Well, should have measured that before, because then I could have tank shot you here. But this is what it is. Let's.
We learn.
Yeah. All right. Let's punch you. So this guy is going to burn his thingy and get sustained and attack you for attacks with the drill.
Fine. Burn your thingy.
Drill boys. Oh, fuck.
Just not like that.
He does wound you though, because it's anti-vehicle 2+.
Holy crap. Okay, give me a 5. Because the AP is probably something scary, right?
I think it's 3 or 4.
Okay,
Something
give
like
me a
that.
5. That's not a 5.
Oh, you do take 6 damage to the face, my friend.
6. Left on 4.
Yep. Okay, now this guy is going to bully this drone.
That's not going to survive, I'm sure.
Do I just go for the big attacks? I'm not -1 to hit now. You picked the save, so might as well just go with it. Okay. Can't be bothered to do the math now. So I get 2 sustained, which is nice. And then on 2s, that's 6 invulns. Oh, you
I
do
take
take
4.
16 damage.
16 damage. Okay, does it explode?
Yeah, you still take 16.
12 siblings. Yeah, it's
And
dead.
I'm gonna be stupid here and do 2 attacks into that guy and 4 attacks into that guy.
Go ahead.
So 2 attacks. Both hit. Only 1 wound. And I cannot reroll that, so that's life.
And I
Oh, you
don't
do take
save
8.
on this one.
Yeah, on the wounded one.
On the wounded one. Can I reroll that?
Yeah, sure.
I think I have to, but I save on an invulnerable.
Yep.
That's stupid CP. But it would be so nice to have it alive. And I'm gonna
Sam,
have
it's
to.
literally my first game, so it's hard to say how I'm finding these Nutsaka CK, but it's quite fun right now because I'm just stomping and killing.
Okay, give me a sec. These are going to charge you, and they are going to wound you on 4s. I don't
Yep.
need. I don't need
That.
CPs for. Yeah, I need 2 CPs. No, it would be good to have 3. Okay, I'll let it die. Does it explode? No.
Okay. 4 attacks on the other guy. No sustained again. But I do wound you 4 times.
And I die.
And he's dead.
Does he
He
explode?
dead boy. All right. That was fun.
I bite you back with
Yes,
this
please
little
do.
guy. 4 attacks on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Num num num. And then strength, I think it's 7 or 6. No, it's 6. Strength 6. Yes. So on 5s,
Yep.
nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, it's not supposed to bite. It's supposed to shoot.
Sure. Now this stable quarters. I do get big engage by the
Mm-hmm.
looks of it. Actually, do I have to be not a battle shocked for it to count? No, it doesn't say anything about that. So great success, and I do get 5 on no prisoner.
Including aircraft and battleship units.
Oh, why can't I read? Okay, so he doesn't score me the points. He's just not where he should have been, but he was dodging the heroics, so
Yes, there's totally fun.
swings and roundabouts. Okay, I'm getting 5 on the no prisoners for sure. Now, what do I do here? I think I have to score the 2 points. I think they've changed it that I can't just not score
Mm-hmm.
if I fulfilled the requirements. So that's that. And yeah, you're still probably going to get the challenger card next turn. Don't think I can do anything about that. Yeah.
Over to me
So
then.
that's where we are. Do I want to? No, it's end of any phase that I can buff myself. So that's where we are right now. Okay. Yes, over to you. Sorry.
All right. Let me draw the missions.
Yep.
Defense stronghold behind.
You get 3 on the primary.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. All right. So, what do? We fight back. This needs to shoot him to give my guys rerolled wounds. Um, so I'm gonna disembark the guys inside, and you do not Overwatch, right?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm really curious how these guys are going to do. So let's put heavy weapons. Uh, yeah, I can get here.
Um, before you do
Battle
any of
shock on the
that,
little
he
guy.
needs to, yeah, and he gets -2 leadership.
Yeah, he passes.
Ah, what a dick.
Sorry. Uh, all right. So yeah,
He
I'm
would
gonna.
have gotten D3 mortals if you failed. Oh man.
Yeah, that was
Why
so
why don't
insincere.
you let me show off the new abilities? So rude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right. So how do I want to do this? I'm gonna put the guys with the combat weapons here. Where's the other combat weapon? Here. So those are the heavy plague weapons. Heavy plague weapon. Then we have the champion over here. I want him to be able to see you. Does he see you now? I think he does see part of your foot. Like if I put him here, he sees your foot, which is fine.
Who's seeing which foot?
Uh, this foot, this guy.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Actually, I can do it like that with the
I mean, you're
model.
in terrain, you see the base, right? You're cool.
For some reason, I thought that I need to see the model. But okay. So this is the plasma, the blight launcher, another blight launcher. Oh, they can still move. Why am I even like bothering with this? Like so, like so, like so. And another flamer over here. Right, so they got out, and they're going to move their 5. So can I go? No, I need to stand by the wall. Here, here, here. But these guys can go a full 5. Here. Like so. And the rhino will just go like this. Be fully in terrain and on the objective. That's that. Mm, these guys will move up 5. Do you have invulnerable in combat?
I can with the token. I can pick up a 5 up, and that brings along a 6 up feel no pain along with it.
Okay. That's that. And I have 2 units that can deep strike now. And the drone and these blokes. Oh, sorry. Do I get the CP this round from the Taliban? I do. That's lovely.
Happy days.
So far, hasn't failed me. All right. This one. What am I doing again? Defend and behind enemy lines. What do we want to shoot? Really hope this one is going to be dead. I think we're going to finish this guy. Blocking your movement is not really an option. This guy is going to stay and shoot. This one. I guess like so to give myself some options. And to make you afflicted. Yeah. So with that being afflicted, I'm just gonna decrease your range to 6. I'm gonna make the range of this 6.
Yep.
And the range of this 9. Oops, wrong button. Sorry. This is how we do it. Okay. So let's go with the guys with the Lord of Contagion. They are going to drop on this objective.
Sure.
Because I have defense stronghold. If you kill somehow the poxwalkers, it's going to be a sad day. So even if they don't make a charge, at least we will be on the objective. And then everything else is afflicted. So these guys with typhus are going to drop here. And like so. And we can go into shooting. So
actually, before you do that, you've got AP2 on the fists, right? And then you lower my save.
83 now with the with the lowering of the save.
Yeah, and same here, right? With the Reapers.
Yes, exactly.
Reapers, whatever it's called. But he's got a token, so he's fine. Can't do anything about this guy because he's battle shocked. You've dropped down here with some dudes as well. What can I do? I got 3 CP, so I could keep one for cheeky interrupt as well, which is nice. Armor of Contempt isn't really helping me anywhere. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna use my strat to perform a surge with this bloke. He's past the leadership, so he gets token with no mortal wounds attached.
So this
And you can.
allows you to give you the invulnerable save, right?
Yes, that's correct. And you can
Okay.
carry on with your life.
So you can now do this with both, or
Yeah.
is it one per turn, or can both get the invulnerable in combat, for
No,
example?
both can get the invulnerable in combat. It's when they're selected as a target of an attack.
Okay, sweet, good. Okay, fine. So let's do some shooting. It's not going to be a lot, but still, the blight holder into the ruinator.
Mm-hmm.
Let's shoot the meltas, and these will hit on 3s. Both hit,
Yep.
and then they will wound on 4s, methinks, because you're
Yeah.
toughness 12, lowering by 1, that's 11. Yes, so 4s.
Mhm.
Oop, sorry, what the heck? 4s. 1,
Right,
AP4,
five up.
AP5 even.
No, failed.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
Let's go with
Down to
the
19.
rocket, I think, is a blast, if I'm not
No,
mistaken.
the crack
The
is not. The
crack
frag
is
is.
not. Okay, but yeah,
Yeah, the frag is, but the crack
yeah,
isn't.
yeah.
You can
I'm
shoot
just
it.
looking.
Oh,
I'm just thinking why this is showing as BS3. Oh, because I'm
because
wounded,
you are
right?
BS3, you get +1 to hit from the ability.
Fair enough. So on 3s,
Yep, it's -1 in combat. You hit.
uh-huh, and again,
And
and does
wound.
wound AP3,
I fail that as well.
and that's a 5.
Okay, that did a lot more than I
Okay.
wanted it to do.
Now the Rhino, everything into the Ruinator as well at
Mm-hmm.
-1, but let's go with the 8 shots from the Combi Bolters.
Yep,
4s. Oof, that many lethals? Are they lethal? They are.
they are.
And one more? No. So
Okay.
that's AP1.
I do get +1 to save because it's damage 1. Because of his enhancement. Okay, never mind that.
It's 5.
Takes 5.
Okay. Okay. And then the Plague Marines are going to put everything into him as well. So let's go with
Mm-hmm.
the 3 plasmas. Going to be 6 shots. And I'm going to overcharge them, because why not? Um, I have 4 CPs. I'm gonna keep them for later. So on 3s, God
On
damn it,
force.
on 4s because combat. Yes. So that goes away.
Mm-hmm. And 5.
Um, but those are lethals both,
Mm,
because
you can't
I crit on
even on
5s,
plasma
and
guns.
sorry, and I have to sustain as well on
Uh,
everything, because that's the unit. They
oh,
get it
from the
from the
guy.
characters. I just need to roll 2 more because strength
Yeah,
8.
sure. So
Yeah,
it's 3
3.
wounds. Oh,
That's
take
4
another
damage.
4. You won't even have to charge him.
So it
Uh,
seems. And
do
then
any
blight.
of those guys die?
Yeah. So sorry, 3. Looking for ones. 2. Okay. So this guy and this guy. Then the blight launchers. 2d3. That's a 4. Hitting
Mm-hmm.
on 3s.
On force.
On 4s. Sorry, this goes away. Those are lethals. And then these strength 8 on 5s.
Yep.
That is 3 saves at AP now 2. Damage 2.
I fail all of them. So does he blow up? Is the question. No.
That's funny with these. Okay, so let's take 1, 2, 3, 4 flamers into this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 flamers. Where's the champion? Champion is hiding, so just 4 flamers. That is 10. And then on 6s, 1 AP1.
He's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This Lord of Contagion is going to chuck a grenade into him.
Mm-hmm.
On 6 dice, if I remember correctly. I
Yep.
haven't used a grenade for a while, so on 4s. Take
4
4.
down. Yep.
And then these guys are going to also flame him.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be 4 flamers again.
Yep.
For 15. On 6s. Just 1. AP1.
He's fine.
He's fine. Typhus is going. Well, sorry. These guys again. 4. That is 18.
And that's going into which one?
That's going into this guy.
Okay.
I know I can see him, but not with
You
all of
can
them
see
anyway.
him, yeah.
No, everything into him.
Okay.
So 6s. AP1.
Quite a lot of 6s. Fail 4.
Hey, Typhus is going to use his ability into him.
Mm-hmm.
That's D6 mortals for just 2.
Down to 16.
The drone is going to shoot into him.
Okay.
What am I doing? Sorry. D6 plus 2 is going to give me 6 on 3s.
Mm-hmm. And
On
4s.
4s. That's 3.
I'm not making any saves.
Yeah, so it seems everything shot that could shoot. I have 3 CPs. All right, let's go with the red guys into the rampager.
Sure. 4.
Wait, that is do. Well, it's the range on these. It's 8. Okay, let's go with the green guys into this guy first. That's a 7. You make it.
Hmm?
Sorry, let's do 7 to here. And 7 to here. Yellow guys into him as well. Yeah, that's what I'm keeping my one of the CPs for. Rerolling this one.
Mm-hmm.
7 does the job.
Yep.
So
Sure
7 to
does.
here. 7. Like so. Sorry, didn't see the measurement on this one because it lagged, but I do suppose it's something like this.
Yeah, it's definitely fine.
Let's go with the red guys into the rampager.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6.
They're sure in.
6. And like so. And we're going to try the Plague Marines into the Rampager as well on a 9,
Mm-hmm.
on 8. And they don't. I don't think they make it. No, they don't.
Nope.
All right. Okay. You still have the CPs to interrupt.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with the red guys first.
Yeah, that's the correct choice. They can't interact with that guy. I'm gonna spend the token to get a 5-up invul and a 6-up feel no pain.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This guy is on 13 wounds. This guy is on 28. I am going to spend 2 CP. Oh, sorry. Is it better to give them crits on 5s, or is it better to give them rerolls? I think it's better to give them rerolls. So they are going to reroll hits and wounds.
Okay.
Let's go with 24 attacks from the Death Shroud.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to hit on 2s. And I'm going to reroll everything that is... No, I'm just going to reroll. I want as many lethals as possible, so I'm going to reroll everything. Right, and then wounding on 5s. Because strength 8.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, lance. So wounding
Yeah,
on
so on
4s.
force.
So like so, and like so. 20 saves, AP3. And you're saving on 4s.
5-ups. And then
That
this
is
is
2
damage
damage.
too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was 5. He took 25.
Okay. And then the Lord of Contagion with his 5 attacks, I believe. Yep. On 2s. 1 lethal. Not going to reroll this one. And then on 4s.
On force, yeah.
Yeah, because he's strength 9.
Mm-hmm.
And your toughness 10 now.
Yep.
I'm going to reroll the hit roll. Just
Okay.
looking for lethals. And that was worth it. That goes away. And then this on 5s. Rerolling.
On force.
On 4 still. Um,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
3 damage each. It's
Pretty sure
8d4.
he is very dead.
Mm-hmm.
Does he blow up? No.
Okay. Am I within 3? No, I'm not. Okay. And then let's take the green lads. Sorry, the yellow lads first. So this guy is going to move a little bit closer. Like so.
Yep.
Let's have the Lord of Contagion first. Hitting on 2s. 1 lethal. 1 miss. And then this on 4s. Okay. 4 AP3 damage 3.
Okay, he saves on 6s.
9.
So it makes 9.
And then the guys, I need 8 more dice. On 2s. 1 lethal. And then on 5s. 4
On
saves at AP3.
force.
Oh, sorry, 4s.
There were 3 force.
I keep forgetting about this.
And then does he blow up? Also no.
Okay. And these guys are going to fall back onto the objective. 3. Can they? Yes, they can.
They can, yeah.
And this one, 3 as well. Like so. These guys can't do anything. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. So I'm starting Defense Stronghold. I discard this, but don't get a CP because I got it earlier.
Yep.
And over to you.
You get a challenger card.
It's the beginning of the round, so yeah, I do. So let's see.
I get to pick an ability, and I'm gonna go with number 4. So you have to do battle shock tests if you're below starting strength.
Okay.
I have to admit, I didn't think you'll be able to kill 3 big guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised myself.
This does kind of End the game already. Marked for death and area denial.
Sorry, end of your turn. For each of the following areas, one or more units from your army are wholly within the area. Your deployment zone 6. Start of your shooting phase, one unit from your army that is not within engagement range. Remove your unit from the battlefield and place it into strategic reserves. That's not bad. Okay.
50 to here. Charge, and I don't think is it whole infantry or within 3? Within 3. Let me just math it out real quick. Okay, I deleted Typhus accidentally. Although I want to say I did it. I didn't do it
That's
on
brilliant.
purpose.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it's me. It's me. I'm lagging because I'm loading the list again.
Sure,
I
don't worry about it.
think he was here.
Yeah, see, I think he was more here. Yeah, but so he's annoying actually. I need the 1 inch. So I could only get here, then I would charge like that. You'd heroic. I'm not getting within 3 after that,
Also,
realistically.
probably not of significance against him, but Typhus gives you -1 to hit in combat.
Typhus gives me -1 to hit in combat. There is a significance. Of course there is. I
Because he
don't get any
doesn't care much whether you're a vehicle or not anymore.
I don't get any pluses. Anyhow, anywho, any whatever. Okay, and marked for death, you should pick something, but it's not going to be stuff I'm capable of killing either. I'm lucky I'm
Sorry,
getting rid
I
of
have
this
to pick
guy.
something.
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna pick the red blokes. Let's go with the
Mhm.
token. Sorry, not those tokens. But death card. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the area denial and just get new card anyway. Display of might is equally bad. So that's that. That is that. We're gonna get the 3 from defend, then 8 on primary.
Yeah, I'm gonna for the mark for death because I choose 2.
3.
No, I choose 2, and you pick one. Or that is your saving grace thingy. It's rewarded now as well.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I can actually score that and then discard that. Okay, let's see.
So I'm gonna go with the. I think with the rhino and with. Although you don't really have the means anymore to kill the poxies.
I think I'm gonna go with this crew.
So
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
gonna
I
go
might
with the
play all that.
poxies because the rhino will probably or can be visible for the executioner. I don't know how, but if you move him to
So,
here, then maybe
go with
potentially
back. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these guys.
shocking.
I
So
don't
let's
need to
mark
make
them
this
like this.
sticky, but I do need to do my thingy. I take these 3 mortals and the big guy, 2. And let's see what we can do. If he moves 8.5, he gets 3.5 left. Don't want to risk the battle shock. 4 inches. I think we can do that. What's this?
A token that you pick them as the
Ah,
thingy.
the gamma thingy. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. I have 2 different tokens for the units that I chose.
Cool, cool. Cool. Right, we're gonna try shoot this guy. Can't really do nothing about that. I need to give him the toucan. The toucan. That's cool. Very cool. Next, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. No man's land. Yeah, there's no way I can overcome that.
Yeah, it actually should be rewarded just for knights. That each of your units should count like, as two or something.
Nah, why? I'm gonna advance this guy. He's moved 6 already. He's gonna move another 9. Just nice. Just to make sure I'm not losing that too quickly. And staying a little bit ahead. And then, yep. We're gonna try to pick these up one by one. Okay. Let's do the shooting. Let me just have a quick look at my strats. Is there anything that can actually... Oh, this is nice.
I didn't choose the thingy, the aura.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, go for it. What's it gonna be?
does it matter that much? Uh, Armor doesn't change a whole lot, or does it? Uh, if you charge them, you're going to be -1 to hit anyway. With Typhus, I'm going to stick to the -1 armor.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna stick to the -1 armor.
Yeah, because as I said, Typhus is going to give you -1 to hit anyway. So
Yeah. Of course, makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's it. Just going to shoot the stubber into that squad.
Mhm.
Is it -1 and shooting as well?
No. Typhus just gives you
Just in
-1
combat.
in when
Okay.
you're in combat with him.
I wound you once. You're fine.
That's saved.
Yep. You're good. And I think that's pretty much it. This guy's going to shoot. Oh, he's going to Malefic Surge first. Don't know why I didn't do that. He failed. D3 mortals is 1. And he's gonna go sustained and shoot the Blightcaller.
hmm
That's shots. And on 4-ups, just 2, AP1.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
saving that. Does he
does
explode?
die.
No.
Does die, makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna charge Typhus and friends.
hmm
We do make it.
What's the
Chasing
profile
that.
of your combat weapon on this?
Uh, it hasn't changed. It's what's yellow scribed.
Okay.
So you can have a look at them.
So wait.
I
So it's.
will, however, tank shock you first.
hmm
Don't really have anything better to do.
Oh wow.
You do get 4 mortals,
So
so
you kill one.
I kill
Um,
1. That's what I wanted to do.
One is dead. So sorry. Just looking at the profiles.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chainsword with 6 attacks, another
Yeah.
chainsword with 9
And I
attacks,
do have sustained and dev on the charge.
sustained and dev on the charge.
Yep.
Wow, 18 attacks. With strength 9, 6 attacks with strength 20, and 12 attacks with strength 10. That's funny.
Yeah, I can cherry pick.
You
I
can.
do get to cherry pick
Yeah,
here.
why am I asking? Because I have this funny
No,
stratagem
because you
to.
get +2 toughness.
Yeah, so I'm just checking whether it's worth it, but I think it's always worth it. And that's the only thing that is going to. Yeah, I'm gonna spend it and give them +2 to toughness. So you're like -1 to hit, and I'm a little bit tougher. Let's see what you do with that.
In that case, I think I'm going to hit you with the big fist attacks.
A big fist is the claw.
Yeah, the strength 20.
6 attacks. Okay, on threes.
I do get 2 sustained. Do I want to
Mm.
reroll any of these? I got 1 CP. I can't really afford that. Okay, and on 2s. Okay, so you get 1 dev wound at the end, and then you have 4 saves.
And the dev wound is for 3.
For 8.
No, for
It's the big profile.
Okay. Right. So 4s.
They're
I'll
dead.
die. Yeah, they're
Yep.
dead. That was a wasted CP, but still fun to use.
I'm gonna go 3 inches backwards, just because. That's an 8-inch charge. Maybe they won't make it, and that'll keep me in the game. But that is all that I can do. Yeah, that's the end of my turn. I'm going to get 2 on the marked for death. I'm gonna discard Display of Might for a CP.
Right, I'm gonna get 3 on defend.
Yep, of course you are. And over to you. And you're
And
gonna get
then
8 on the primary.
8 on the primary as well. Fine. This goes away. The challenger mission stays, and I get establish locus and secure nomads. For 2. Establish locus within 6 of the center. Where's
It's this thing.
not this? I'm on 1 CP. Ooh, lug. Okay. What do I want to do? This rhino probably cannot get within 6. I really don't want to get these because I want to take them off the table at the end of my at the start of my shooting. Right. This goes away. This goes away. The small guy. 24. And I am decreasing your arm. No, I am. Yes, I am decreasing your armor still. 24. Oh, we're just gonna try and go for the kill, I guess. So these guys will go 5. Get them here. That's a 6-inch charge. This thing. Do I get CPs for the Taliban? I do again. The Taliban will run. He runs like crazy. 6 to here. I don't think you're going to be able to see him with anything meaningful, which is fine. Let's just investigate this. So this is 4. 7. Jesus. One more time. Actually, 3 is enough. 7.5. And then I need what? 4.5. Doesn't get me onto the objective. There's no way I can kill this. They are just going to go into the rhino and just sit in there.
Mm-hmm.
And the rhino is going to go over here and still be on the objective. Start of the shooting phase, I'm going to use this card over here, the Challenger mission for 0 CP. I'm going to remove the red unit from the table into strategic reserve. And then I am going to shoot. Sorry, the drone hasn't moved. I'm just going to move the drone to here. This is the third round, so this is enough. Yep. The drone is going to shoot the knight. D6 plus 2, just 4. On 3s. And then on this one is toughness 11.
Yep.
So now is toughness 10. So on 4s. Just 1. AP
Right.
3.
What happened with these guys?
I put them into strategic reserve using my challenger card stratagem.
Oh, fuck the challenger cards. Okay.
Yeah, that's stupid. But it is what it is. So one
Yep.
save,
One
AP3
save.
on the knight.
AP. Well, I passed it, so
He's good.
it's fine.
Joke. So yeah, I get the reroll. I could check a grenade and then reroll and then wound you on 4s. I'm gonna try something else. Yeah, just the 3 flamers. Sorry, 4 flamers from the guys into the knight. That is 13.
Yep.
One goes away, and then on 6s, just 181.
Oh, I fail it.
Okay. That's it for the shooting. They are going to charge the big knight.
Yep.
7, they make it.
Mm-hmm.
7.
So there's still AP3, so AOC does nothing for me. No, there isn't anything that I could do in terms of strats. So I'm obviously gonna turn on my invuln combat.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna pile in and
Mm-hmm.
go 3,
Yep.
like so, and then
Sure, of
3,
course.
and then 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend 2 CPs on reroll hits and wounds.
Yep.
And we're gonna hit with the small guys first. 12
Mm-hmm.
attacks. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling hits, looking for lethals. Yeah, didn't pay off. And then, sorry, 1 lethal. And then this on 4s.
Yep.
Rerolling. Yeah, great. That many.
5
AP3.
ups. And then
It
this
takes
is
8.
6s. Yep,
Takes
does
8.
take 8.
And then
15.
the Lord 5
Mm-hmm.
on 2s. Gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna reroll everything, looking for lethals. Good.
Yep.
And then on 4s as
4s.
well. Rerolling that many AP4 or AP3. I can't remember what his AP is.
Okay, past 2 of
AP3.
them. And then 6s. Take 6 damage. Down to 9.
Okay. And I think that's it.
I'm gonna hit you back.
Hit me
I'm
back.
just gonna check. I think I'm now degraded. On 9 wounds. Where is the rampager? Yep. But still, we're going to hit you. What's the math here? It's threes, 18 taxes sustained. Saving an invuln. How many I would need to go through? 2, 4, 6, and 3. That's 9 that needs to go through. Do I want to gavel instead? I am dying anyway. Next turn, unless I kill them all. So I guess I have to gamble and just do the 6 big attacks again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, only 3 have hit.
Do you hit on
Right.
threes?
I now do, because I'm degraded.
Oh, you're degraded.
I do wound you 3 times though.
What's the
No death
strength?
wounds here. 20.
Forest.
That's
Goodbye.
2 dead guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's the end of my mission. So for secure, I get 2
Yep.
because I'm not taking this one away from you.
Uh-huh. And you didn't locus.
So and I didn't locus, so that's going away, and that's going away. Over to you.
And you get another challenger card.
Okay, so what does this do? End of your turn, models and 2 or more units from your army made 1 or more attacks against the same enemy unit. Or your unit can make a normal move up to d6 and then cannot move again this phase at the end of the shooting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Draw missions.
Yeah, yep, I'll do that. I still get 8 here, regardless of the battle shock. I get tempting target and storm hostile. I'm not going to do either, so I will discard one of them. I mean, tempting target is surely this one that you'll pick. Storm hostile doesn't matter. I can ditch it. And I get cleanse, which is equally bad for me. Just equally bad. Equally bad. I could cleanse this for 2. That guy doesn't really have anything better to do.
I just recalled that these guys have sustained and lethal. Can't remember what the rolls were on them. Doesn't matter.
I go. He goes 12. Does go 12. And I could see the drone, presumably. Yeah, he's taller. So he's going to surge for sure. Takes mortal wounds. Takes 2. You can ingress. I wouldn't want you ingressing on the objective though. That's a bit of a problem. Oh geez, the whole pickup thing that really
Yeah, it
hinders what I
ruined the
can
game
do.
for you.
'Cause if I move here, then you can just ingress on this. I'd have to get somehow to the front and then shoot this guy from this direction. Don't think I'm gonna get that far. But
Can the
we
small
can
ones go through
see.
walls?
No.
Oh yeah, that complicates things.
No, that's the problem with him. And then also he's just getting charged by the Plague Marines. which is another problem in itself. I can't fall back a charge. That's
Is
the
this
first
bubble
bit.
shots?
I haven't decided yet if I want to
Ah,
roll the test or just
mhm.
auto pass it. I think at this stage I want to auto pass it because he's dying anyway and it won't matter. So he'll just auto pass and he's going to surge. He passes the test. If he's okay, he gets token. And I could surge with this guy too. Only I could fall back and charge. That would have solved all my problems, but I can't do it. I can action and combat with Titanic. That's still a small cleanse that I can do. And you finish the game, so we're gonna get 15 on the primary in the last turn for sure. Ingress, take this away. Can't really do much about it. Death Shroud are taking this for sure. The only thing that's worth trying is playing the game. Playing for this objective. Then try to somehow deny you all the other stuff. He's alive and maybe he'll do some damage. Okay. Right. So he's gonna move 12 here. Into the terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll cleanse with him. There's a chance I'll kill you. And then I just put this guy in front and try to put a little bit of damage into this drone as well. Yeah. Do you want to ingress somewhere?
Thinking about it.
Sure,
Um,
do.
it's round 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna ingress. You've shown me a 9 from him. Oh, you're showing it already.
Yep.
Where is the line? It goes
Mm,
under the objective. Okay.
yeah, go somewhere here in the center.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop on the center objective 9 inches away from the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Fair.
that's probably too close, but
Fair enough.
let's
So,
turn this into this. Can I see the line? Still cannot see the line.
yeah, you can. It goes somewhere here.
Yeah,
The logo makes it blurry. Yeah, but
just
we know what's going on.
yeah, I'm just trying to put them down in such a way that your whatever his name, executioner, cannot see them.
Oh, there's like no way. You'd have to want them to be seen for it to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the drone with the executioner. Yes, he
Okay.
can hit with the stabber. And does he get anything? What's his ability? Really? Because I don't know. Executioner is where? Executioner. I'm not attacking a model below half strength, so irrelevant. Okay. He's gonna go sustained as usual, and he's gonna shoot the drone.
Mm-hmm.
No sustained this time. So we're not killing it. Just one AP1 save.
Yeah, it takes one.
That was rather sad. Okay. The Stalker gonna shoot the Death Shroud. Then,
Mm-hmm.
with everything he's got. So that's 11 chain cannon shots.
11?
Wounding 12. I think I
Yeah.
had
Yeah,
12.
yeah, it was 12. It was 12.
Wounding on force because you don't have any friends within 6 inches. That's what he does. That's
And your
4
strength
saves,
is
AP1.
6.
Yeah. So +1 to wound.
Oh, you have +1 to wound. Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have anyone within 6 of him.
AP1? 2?
AP1, yeah. 1.
AP1. So taking it on the guys on cover, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes 1.
Yep. Okay. And Havoc Launcher, I'll shoot it. Whatever. 5 shots. 2 hits. 1 wound. No AP. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All good. Uh, yeah, okay. This is bad because you hit me first anyway. Well, he'll try cleansing because he can in combat because he's
Mm-hmm.
Titanic. But you fight me first, and I'm gonna get my invuln up from the
Right.
token.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with the ordinary guy first, hitting on 2s, 1 lethal, and then this wounds on 5s, 3 AP3 saves,
5 ups. No.
6,
6s. Fuck.
and
Okay.
then the Lord, 5
Yep.
attacks on 2s, 3 lethals, and then on 5s.
Oh, come on, man. Yep. Does it blow up? Doesn't even blow up.
And I guess I'm gonna go just 3.
Yep.
That's
Sure.
3.
Okay, so I failed the cleanse, so I'm gonna discard both the cards. Get CP, don't know what for, and hand it over to you.
Okay.
You're gonna now get 13 on the primary.
See the secondaries. So display of might. More units in no man's than yours, and area denial. So this is happening by default. Plus, end of your turn, models in 2 or more units from your army made 1 or more attacks against the same enemy unit. And the other one I can move after at the end of my shooting phase. Okay. Tallyman, does he give me CP? Does again. He's going to run 1 again. 6 inches. No.
Where is he running off to?
Just the objective, but he just doesn't want to make it. So let's see. Um, this is 3 plus 5 is here, and then
Mm-hmm.
I get to move D6 with the challenger mission. D6, but can move again at the end of the shooting phase. So no, that would have to be. I can run with them, or
Yeah, but do you have assault or advance and shoot?
but do I need to?
Oh, you don't have to actually shoot here. Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
that's the thing. Just at the end of the shooting phase, but excluding units that made a move this phase.
Yeah, but you didn't move in the shooting
In the
phase
shooting phase, yeah.
before
Okay.
that, right?
So I could run them, get closer, and then for these, I mean, those are 2 random rolls. So question is, can I get
A 7 on
7
2d6.
on
On
4d6?
average, you do.
No, sorry, on
Mhm.
2d6. That's right.
On 2d6, yeah.
Mm. area denial, or I can go out 5 and run to this objective.
Yeah, you just need to be within 3 for the area denial, so just closer.
So
For
5,
sure.
but I need a 4
Uh,
on the run. A
you
5
need a
even.
5 on 2d6.
A 5 onto the. Okay, that's doable. All right. So we're gonna do that first. So the guys will. Sorry, the guys will go out. Something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Light launchers here. I won't be able to see. Oh no, I won't be able to see probably. Let's move them. You here. You here. You here. Let's move them 5
Yeah.
and run and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. So I get a 1. Like so. And then I will need to use the Challenger mission to get to at the end of the shooting phase into the blah blah blah. Now, these will go 5, 5. I think I can move these 2 safely. No, I cannot. 5. You will go here. You will go here. These will stay. This will stay. Let's shoot. So, Terminator, Champion. 3 flamers from these guys into the Stalker. That is 13 shots on 6s. Just 1 AP1 into the Stalker.
What's going on?
The red guys,
Into the
1,
stalker.
yeah,
How
AP1.
many saves?
Just
1.
1. Mm-hmm.
He still failed. Well done.
Okay.
Hmm?
I have 2 CPs. Reroll, reroll. Yeah, these guys are going to do the same thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this guy is not a champion, so a single 1, 3 on 6s. 1 AP1 into the
Gets
Stalker.
1. Yeah, he's fine this time.
All right, the drone into the Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
D6, look, that's 8. On 3s. On 3s, probably. 4 times. That
Down to
is
1.
okay. At the end of the shooting, these guys are going to move D6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1. Can I re-roll this one?
I'm not sure honestly, 'cause it's a d6 on a normal move. I don't think you can. Not an advanced roll.
Okay. Okay. So, these might still fail a charge. So these will move an inch to here to
Mm-hmm.
at least give me a small area denial if these make the charge.
Yep.
And yeah, the red guys into the executioner.
Sure.
They fail. I'm going to reroll with a CP.
Yep.
That's a
Don't
4.
know.
Okay, that's a 5 on the area denial at least. And then
Mm-hmm.
yellow guys into the stalker.
Yep.
That's a 7. No, sorry, a
No.
6.
Does he blow up? No.
So they're just gonna.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that's I discard the challenger mission. I get 5 on area denial. Display of might. I get 4. And now you get to select a
Challenger.
mission, a challenger mission. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? And what do I get? That's some stupid action. How within 9 of a, but not within my deployment zone. Great. And what's the? Oh, I can move through models and terrain. Okay, that actually does something for me.
That's
I
not
get
horrible.
3 primary points. I get defend and call the horde. I cannot do call the horde. Bring it down is an option. Okay. So if I get lucky, I can score some points here. No, but I can't do both of these. 5 CP. Let's see. No, but you can still auto pass, so it doesn't matter. You'll always be able to deny me the defend. In which case, it's better to swap out the defend for something different for a CP.
Mhm.
I get
Okay.
Savage Locus, which is
Brilliant.
BS.
I mean, you
Okay.
could go through all.
Yeah, but not enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna search because I'm dying anyway. I don't fail. That's nice. What was it? I have to be outside of my deployment. Oh, but I can't shoot and yeah, so never mind. Ah, fucking hell.
Kill the drown. Get the points.
Yeah, that's all I can do really. Even if I tank shock, I'm not killing these guys. It's not just not possible. Whatever, don't even have to move. Yeah, you didn't have no prisoners, so there's still the option that you might get a card.
So you want to be off terrain, right?
I don't think I can if I want to see
Hmm.
the drone. Or actually, if I pop here, just stick the stupid cannon
Barrel.
out,
Yeah.
then I can see him.
Drown
Even
is so
further
disrespectful,
back.
not even looking your way.
Come on. Yeah, that's okay. Am I outside of 17? No. So you can still roll a 12. And that'll be, or an 11 even. And that'll be the end of that. Okay. We're gonna go sustained and just shoot the drone. Try get that, bring it down. We're not going to get it. Yep, okay, that's it.
All right. I'll just see my missions then.
Yep. You max out the primary.
Tempting target, so I need to kill the thingy. No, sorry.
No.
What is it? You select an objective market I need to take. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter
Fine.
because you'll get it because you're on all of them and you can cleanse them. So you can get 5 here and 5 here.
Yeah, that's basically it because the Marines don't go around. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's it. Good game. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised by the output because that's the whole reason why I'm playing this detachment and not Virulent Victorum. But 3 knights in a turn is crazy.
It sure is. I did not expect that, but that's what happens if you don't roll any saves
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
and
also
no
unfortunate,
paints
but you
either.
didn't kill
So
this blight holder because it bit back quite badly.
yeah, I did more wounds to me than I did to it
Yeah,
with the big guy.
yeah. Um, Plague Marines are great. I love them. Death Shroud, without saying. Um, yeah, like everything did the job that it was designed to do. So, um, what can I say? Death Shroud need to go up. Uh, Blood Drones didn't really do that much in this game, like 3 damage.
No, they did a fair bit. They've killed the stalkers
Oh
pretty
yes, sorry,
much.
they killed the Stalkers. Um, so and that was also like you lost 2 in the first round, I think. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know if that was if you played them too
no, I played it
aggressively.
totally wrong. I did play them way too aggressively. There was no need to do any of that, I think. Although they did take some fire from the blight holders, which I guess was fine. Uh, rather than you having them shooting the big guys, because then I just killed some of the blight holders. Well, 2 out of 3, although really should have gotten 3 out of 3 to make a difference.
Yep.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't that bad. But then it definitely went downhill from there.
Yep. And again, it probably would have gone different if it was like a different deployment. If your way to me was shorter, uh, potentially, like if we were playing
Well,
Crucible or
not
something.
really, because you get 6-inch deep striking dash shroud that destroy a knight. So with only 8 models on the table, can't really screen out
Yeah,
from them.
yeah, it
So
is a
so
wild rule.
that's it. That's that. But yeah, could probably swap them out with Lancers now for a similar cost, and they then have a 4-up invuln in combat as well, which is nice. That would maybe increase the survivability a little bit. Yeah. Oh, something to consider.
Yep, good game nonetheless.
Yep.
And the challenger missions, I don't know, they just, I mean, they allow to catch up, but like too much.
I mean, it all comes down to what you draw when, and maybe what you have in your list or what your army is.
Yeah.
The ability to pick up the Death Shroud, uppy downy for them,
Hmm.
that's just nuts, right? So if you get that, it really does flip the game, especially
Yeah,
in the sparring where there's no screening available.
absolutely. So it was kind of bizarre. I didn't even know there was a challenger mission like this. Um, but
I didn't
then
either, for what
but
it's
then yeah,
worth.
I welcome this. um, Especially that I knew that this unit, if I drop it here, yes, they kill the knight, but then they are pretty much, well, maybe they could help contest the middle objective, but other than that, they would be out of the game. And suddenly, out of nowhere, boom, the most expensive, biggest unit that I have gets to like teleport all over the table.
Yeah.
Crazy. Maybe it maybe would have been better, like the secondary, sorry, the challenger mission, if it said reserve, and then you're limited just to the table edges, which I guess is good. But if you have a deep striking unit, yeah, it
Yeah,
just does what it wants.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Other than that, I think I'm happy with my list. Um, I was thinking that maybe bringing Morty because I haven't played with him for a longer while. But
Mhm.
in this list, sorry, the detachment does nothing for him really. Um,
Yeah, then no
the,
point in taking him, I
yeah,
think.
exactly. And then I was also thinking of playing the Demon Prince to make the 2 CP stratagem for rerolls cheaper. But then he's like 900, sorry, 195 or 190 points. And again, That's just a lot for now. Until they make the Death Shroud more expensive, I will always pick Death Shroud over the Demon Prince. So, yeah. All right. I think we can put our list in the description of the video. If anyone is interested in trying them
Sure.
out. And
Yep.
then to everyone, thank you for watching. Let us know if you want to see any other matchups, any other armies, any other detachments. Um, we will be happy to comply.
To give them a whirl.
Yep. And I think that's it.
That is it. So if you like what we do, like, subscribe, hit the bell button, etc., etc. Consider becoming a patron, and a massive thank you to our sponsors, Army Painter and Weyland-Yutani.
Thank you, everyone.
Nighty night.
Have a good night.